अस्सलाम वालेकुम। स्टार्ट करते हैं बुक 4 न्यू ऑक्सफोर्ड मॉडर्न इंग्लिश। इसके यूनिट 8 द वॉइस विलेजर्स की रीडिंग और उर्दू ट्रांसलेशन हमने कंप्लीट कर ली थी। अब हम करेंगे इसके क्वेश्चन आंसर्स। तो सबसे पहले इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करते हैं। विच पार्ट्स ऑफ द पैसेज शो अस दैट द विलेजर्स आर नाइस पीपल। इसका आंसर नोट करें। In the first paragraph of the passage, it is told that the villagers have no enemies and live peacefully. They work hard and lived a happy and prosperous life. They trouble no one and no one troubles them. All of this goes on to show that the villagers are nice people. अब एक्सरसाइज A का क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 है। इसके ये क्वेश्चंस हैं। पार्ट ए करते हैं। डिड द विलेजर्स हैव एनी एनिमीज? द विलेजर्स हैड नो एनिमीज एंड दे लिव्ड पीसफुली। दे ट्रबल्ड नो वन एंड नो वन ट्रबल्ड देम। वेयर वॉज द न्यू रोड गोइंग टू बी बिल्ड? The new road was to be built between two towns. It was going to pass very close to the village and destroy some of its best fields. Question C है, what were the men doing with the rope and the cup? The men were collecting water with the help of a rope and a cup. Question D है, what were the villagers doing with penknives? They were cutting down trees with penknives. अब क्वेश्चन E है, what were the villagers doing with the ants? They were moving the ants by taking them one by one. Question F, what answer did the villagers always give to the townsfolk about their methods? They always said, it is slow, but it is a good method. It always works. अब ये क्वेश्चन है more difficult. Do you think the villagers were clever or stupid? Give reasons for your answer. The villagers were very clever. By pretending to be mad and stupid, they convinced the townsfolk that the new road should not pass near their village. Thus they saved their precious fields. अब ये क्वेश्चन करते हैं। You will learn from the story that the villagers and the townsfolk made decisions after holding a meeting. In what way are meetings useful? How do they help people to solve problems? Meetings are useful in getting the points of view of all the people involved in a matter. Meetings help solve problems by finding solutions that serve interests of the majority of people. Some of the following sentences are true and some are false. ये sentences story ही में से लिए गए हैं, लेकिन इनमें से कुछ true हैं और कुछ false हैं। तो जो true हैं उन्हें आपने इसी तरह अपनी नोटबुक में लिखना है, जबकि जो false हैं उन्हें correct करके लिखना है। तो आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं। The men were cutting the tree with pen knives. It is true. The tree was 2 meters tall. It is false. Tree जो था वो tall नहीं बल्कि wide था. The tree was nearly 2 meters wide. C है, by the side of the anthill was a long line of men. It is also false. By the side of the anthill was a long line of women. D है, the chief clerk said the villagers were dangerous. True. The district officer did not want to change the plan. False. The district officer ordered the plans to be changed. F. The villagers were mad. False है ये. The villagers were very wise. Question number 3 है. Answer the questions about these lines from the story. The villagers were very angry. They sat in the meeting for a long time, but at last they thought up a plan. तो इससे related ये questions हैं. पहला है, why were the villagers angry? They were angry because the new road was about to destroy some of their best fields. Question B है, what did they talk about at the meeting? They talked about a plan to protect their fields. Question C. What was their plan? Their plan was to act as if they are mad or stupid. They knew that townsfolk would not risk constructing their road near a village whose dwellers were mad. D है, did their plan work? Yes, their plan worked. अब हम करेंगे exercise B. Find words in the story which have the same meaning as the following. इन words के meanings जो हैं वो story में मौजूद हैं, वहाँ से ये सब note किए हैं. Mad, इसके 2 meanings हैं story में मौजूद, crazy और lunatic. Build, construct, townsmen, townsfolk, peaceful, undisturbed, talk about, discuss, road, route, declared, announced. Question number 2 है, use these words and phrases in sentences of your own. इन words के आपने sentences बनाने हैं, तो note करें ये sentences. मैंने आपके लिए एक से ज़्यादा sentences बनाए हैं ताकि आपको इनके meanings समझने में आसानी हो और आप खुद से भी try करें sentences बनाने की. पहला है, in peace, अमन या सुकून में, in a state of quiet and calm. इसके sentences note करें, let me work in peace. Second है, the villagers lived in peace. We want peace in the world. अब B है, dangerous. इसका मतलब है खतरनाक, risky. It is dangerous for children to play near pond. It is dangerous to ride a motorbike without a helmet. Playing with fire is dangerous. C. Far away from, यानी बहुत दूर या फासला, distance in space or time. Sentence note करें, the hospital was far away from his village. दूसरा sentence है, he saw light far away. तीसरा है, he lives far away from my house. Method, तरीका, a way of doing something. First sentence है, this method is sure to work. Second है, this is the very best method. Third, his teaching method is brilliant. अब है E. Moist, गीला, numb, slightly wet, damp. This soil is moist. Winds from the sea are moist. The climate is moist and warm. F है, odd behavior, अजीब सलूक, अजीबोगरीब रवैया, strange और unusual manner. इसके sentences note करें, his odd behavior puzzled me, या फिर आप ये भी लिख सकते हैं, shocked me. His odd behavior makes me angry. We were surprised by his odd behavior. Exercise C का question number 1 है, fill in the simple past and past participles of the following words in the list given below. तो यहाँ पर हमने इन प्रेजेंट पार्टिसिपल्स के सिंपल पास्ट और पास्ट पार्टिसिपल लिखते हैं. वॉकिंग, वॉक्ड, वॉक्ड. स्पेंडिंग, स्पेंट, स्पेंट. राइटिंग, रोट, written. Jumping, jumped, jumped. Eating, ate, eaten. Speaking, spoke, spoken. Question number 2 है add suitable past participles to the following sentences. तो ये जो verb के वो हैं फॉर्म्स है, फर्स्ट फॉर्म है, इसको हमने पास्ट पार्टिसिपल में चेंज करके लिखना है. दिस बुक वॉज रेड बाय मी. इसके स्पेलिंग वही होंगे लेकिन इसको हम पढ़ेंगे रेड. दिस टी वॉज मेड बाय माई मदर. ऑल द केक्स वर ईटन बाय द चिल्ड्रन. This building was built by my father. When the branch was shaken, the apples fell down. This picture was painted by my uncle. The books were given to the school by Maha. Exercise D. Basically ये एक oral activity है. यहाँ पर घर की दो पिक्चर्स हैं या दो मॉडल कह लें. तो एक मिस्टर और मिसेस यूसुफ का प्लान किया गया है और दूसरा एक बिल्डर का प्लान किया हुआ है. यानी दोनों के पास अलग अलग आइडियाज़ हैं घर की तामीर से मुतल्लिक. तो आपने ऐसे जुमले बनाने हैं कि क्या होना चाहिए और क्या नहीं होना चाहिए इस घर में. नीचे ये वर्ड बैंक भी दिया गया है, इससे भी हेल्प लेनी है. आपने ऐसे सेंटेंसेस बनाने हैं. शुड नॉट और शुड हैव का इस्तेमाल करना है. तो आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं. आप यहाँ से हेल्प लें और ख़ुद भी कोशिश करें. ही शुड हैव बिल्ड 2 gates instead of 1. He should not have built the driveway on the left side of the house. मैंने यहाँ से ये वर्ड्स लिए हैं. He should have built a fountain with a pond in front of the house. He should build 2 full stories. He should have not built a smaller house on the roof. He should have built a wall instead of a fence. He should not have built 4 steps leading to the main gate instead of 1. He should have built a sloped roof instead of a flat roof. He should have planted trees instead of just shrubs. He should have built a garden instead of a lawn. He should have built a veranda. Exercise E. Composition. Imagine you are one of the villagers. Write a letter to a friend or relation in another village to complain about the road being built close to the village and ask them for their advice. Remember to set out your letter properly. See page 143. आपकी बुक में ही पेज 143 पर जो लेटर है उसका फॉर्मेट बता दिया गया है कि एड्रेस कहाँ लिखना है, डेट कहाँ, फिर पैराग्राफ्स की सूरत में लिखना है लेटर और फिर एंड कैसे करना है. या फिर आपकी जो क्लास टीचर्स हैं वो जिस तरह बताती हैं लेटर का आगाज़ और उसका मिडल और फिर एंड, उसी तरह आप भी करें. तो ये जो लेटर कहा गया है इसमें वो हम लिखते हैं. ये लेटर आपने स्टोरी को ही माइंड में रख कर लिखना है. तो स्टार्ट करते हैं. यहाँ पे डेट, यहाँ पे एड्रेस, मोस्टली सिटी ABC ही लिख दिया जाता है एड्रेस की जगह. डियर अंकल, अस्सलाम वालेकुम. वी आर ऑल फाइन हियर एंड प्रेइंग फॉर योर हेल्थ एंड हैप्पीनेस. आई एम राइटिंग दिस लेटर to tell you about the new road being built by the town authorities. The road will link the town to the other town about 50 kilometers away. It is a good plan and it should be completed we need new roads. यहाँ से आपका second paragraph start होता है. But the people who have worked out the plans for this road have not given any attention to the villages that are being passed by the road. Most of these villages have their fields just outside their boundaries. All of these fields are very fertile and a source of living for countless people. Now, as it happens, the road passes right through many of these fields. That means they will be completely destroyed by it. Our compensation is promised for the affected farmers, but we all know that this compensation shall not be and cannot be enough. Some of the most fertile fields of our village shall be destroyed by this new road. I am writing this letter to you. Ask for your advice. As a lawyer, you should be the best person to tell us how to address this problem. Please write back to me as soon as possible. Please pay my regards to aunt and my cousins. Yours sincerely, XYZ.